I bought a ticket about a year ago, and I made it to the traveling show. I got there kinda early, I was trying to kill some time, when a man came up and said hello. I was kinda flattered in a funny sort of way. I thought he was the hired hand. Though when the drums began to roll and the lights began to dim, I began to understand. That's when I fell in love with the man on the flying trapeze. Well, he kissed me on the lips and he made me kinda weak at the knees. Never said he was deceiving, never said that he'd be leaving. Guess by now he could be overseas. Lord and Lord above, I wish I'd never fell in love with the man on the flying trapeze. Well, we got to talking and I asked him what he did, and he said he was a star to show. I said, sure man, I've heard it all before, man. And he said, do you want me to go? Well, to cut a long story short, I kinda melted, much to my surprise. Though there was something about the way he looked at me, something about the glint in his eyes. And that's when I fell in love with the man on the flying trapeze. Well, he kissed me on the lips and he laid me kinda weak at the knees. Never said he was deceiving, never said that he'd be leaving. Guess by now he could be overseas. Lordy, Lordy above, I wish I'd ever fell in love with the man on the flying trapeze. Traveled all around and went from town to town. For a while we really had a ball, but it didn't take long for things to go wrong. I told him he was heading for the fall. He said, if I fall, baby, ain't no one gonna catch me. There ain't no one else to blame. So I hitched a ride, I was hurting deep inside, heading back to where I came. Never fell in love with the man on the flying trapeze. Well, he kissed me on the lips and he made me kinda weak at the knees. Never said he was deceiving, never said that he'd be leaving. Guess by now he could be overseas. Lordy, Lordy above, I wish I never fell in love with the man on the flying trapeze. Well, never